Emerging and Established Therapeutic Axes in Idiopathic Pulmonary Fibrosis. A recent publication examining inhaled treprostinil in idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis has renewed interest in how multiple biological pathways regulate pulmonary fibrosis. The program, developed by United Therapeutics, builds on observations from the INCREASE trial, where investigators unexpectedly noted improvements in lung function among patients receiving treprostinil. These findings prompted dedicated Phase 3 trials in IPF, TETON-1 trial and TETON-2 trial, to determine whether prostacyclin signaling can influence the fibrotic process.
Hi there. I'm a fibroblast, one of the repair cells that normally helps maintain the structure of the lung. Most of the time, my job is simple. When lung tissue is injured, I migrate to the area and help rebuild the scaffolding that supports the delicate air sacs. But in idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, things get out of control. Signals from injured epithelial cells tell more and more of us to move in. Growth factors flood the environment and encourage us to multiply. Suddenly, there are far too many of us trying to repair the same injury, and the lung begins to stiffen as scar tissue accumulates. Doctors have learned how to slow that process. One medicine, nintedanib, blocks many of the growth factor signals that call us into action. The evidence for this came from the INPULSIS trials. When those signals are blocked, fewer of us fibroblasts are recruited to the injury site. Another medicine, pirfenidone, works differently. It quiets the molecular instructions that tell us to produce collagen, the fibers that form scar tissue. Those effects were demonstrated in the ASCEND trial and earlier capacity trials. With those signals reduced, we still exist, but we produce less of the dense collagen that stiffens the lung. But there's another change that can happen to me, one that really drives fibrosis. Under powerful signals such as transforming growth factor beta-1, I can transform into a myofibroblast, a much more aggressive version of myself that contracts tissue and produces large amounts of scar. This is where the new research becomes interesting. The drug treprostinil activates prostacyclin receptors on cells like me and increases a messenger molecule called cyclic AMP. That signal may help prevent my transformation into a scar-producing myofibroblast. If the ongoing TETON trials confirm this effect, it would mean doctors could influence not only how many of us fibroblasts arrive and how much collagen we produce, but also what kind of cell we become.
And that may be the key to slowing the relentless scarring that defines idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis.